Amazing viewers, good day to you all. Welcome to my channel. The leaders that we have in Nigeria, they seem to forget the core, essence of leadership. The governors seem to, even at the federal level, seem to, drift away from what leadership is all about. Under the Tinubu's administration, now this is my own observation, I feel like we have the leaders, aside from the fact that they have drifted to the core values of what leadership is supposed to be. I've also noticed that leadership to them is now all about paying allegiance to one person. And this is solely what I observe in the Tinubu's administration. Like, everyone is just looking out for how to please the Tinubu, most especially the APC governors. Most especially. And then a few of the other governors that are not within the political party APC. Now, if you leave the core value of what, or the core essence of what leadership is all about and drift to something else, how then will you be able to deliver to the people? Aside from the fact that we have some of them that actually lack that leadership skill. So far so good. I think the Edo State governor is the worst governor ever, in my opinion. Because in Didiri, in Mumu is now out of this world. I keep saying this thing, and I'm saying, Edo sons and daughters, is this man actually doing what he's supposed to do? Because flyover to me not be the core problem. People complained during the rainy season that once it's raining like this is a problem. You can't even go out in almost all the parts of, Edo State. And then coupled with the insecurity. Harrison here called these people, made expose the last time when a young lady was kidnapped. Edo State has become like the house for these kidnappers. The other day it was two persons or so, if not more than two persons, at a place called Yowa. And then now we are seeing a video of the people that were kidnapped going on social media space. The last time a young lady was kidnapped, they demanded money. Harrison tried to reach the government of Edo State. They were not picking calls, according to him. And since this kidnap, the latest one that took place, the Edo State government have not even released any statement to that effect. Nothing concern Monday Okpebholo with whether people they live or die. Which means I was even thinking he traveled. Which means he's even around. For him to be granting interview now and be vowing that he's going to resign if Tinubu, does not win 2027, and then he's vowing also to make sure that Tinubu receive 2.something million votes. If he's around to be doing that interview, if he's doing that interview, which means he's around. Because it's a one-on-one interview. Now, what is the problem of Okpebholo? They leave waiting they happen. Edo State bleeding. He leave them. If not because of YouTube policy, I would have put up the video of those couples. A man and his wife seriously pleading with terrorists demanding 50 million naira. And the Okpebholo's problem is, what is it called? Election. And 2.5 million votes. Tell me why people like this should not be stoned to death. Tell me why citizens should not unleash their anger on individuals like this. As we speak, we have Edo youth blasting Okpebholo up and down. I'm going to show you the latest interview of Monday Okpebholo because I just see this thing here. I just the verse up and down. But before I get to show you that, I'm going to first show you the video here. A Northern has really clamped down on Sheikh Gumi.
Conclusively speaking, Sheikh Abubakar Gumi is a terrorist sympathizer. And if the law is to be implemented according to how it's supposed to be, if convicted, he should be liable to something minimum of 20 years imprisonment, maximum of life imprisonment. And that is just it. I'm not the one saying this. It's the Nigerian law that stated this. Let me explain. Under the same Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act of 2022. It prohibits even promoting negotiation with terrorists. You will now want to ask if Bello Turji and the cause are terrorists or not. According to the same Nigerian provisions, it was finally concluded in January 2022 by courts under Abubakar Malami that Mbindiga, Ta'adda, bandits are terrorists. So, why is he now promoting and negotiating with terrorists and the government is doing nothing about that? And you get to see the reason why people now say that the justice system is selective. The justice system is selective. And I want this to get to newspaper outlets as well. I think it's high time we get rid of these words like bandits, headers, and the rest of it. The definition of that is terrorist. So when they attack, give them the real name that they deserve. Terrorist attack, not bandits, not kidnappers. This is a pure act of terrorism. And in this same vein, I'm calling on all relevant authorities as well to actually make sure that what is agreed upon, what is written, should be implemented to the letter, irrespective of whoever he is. And at the same time, even the local authorities and even the clerics that went to negotiate with these elements as well deserves a lifetime imprisonment if convicted by a court. And that is just it. And in so doing now, you will now prove to people that the justice system is not selective. I want to bring this to point this out to the National Assembly, number one. And secondly, I want to point this out to the international community as well. Addressing the situation of Nigeria at the moment is not all about military deployment. There are a lot of legal works that needs to be enforced and enforced to the letter for victory to be won. The legal framework must be provided and at the same time must be enforced. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Let's not be deceiving ourselves. Nobody should be above the law. Except if you now tell us that it's the same government that their stand in regards terrorism is the basis that there's no negotiation, there's no even paying of ransom. Payment of ransom is even criminalized, not even to talk of promoting negotiation. And that is how you see seriousness of a government that wants to fight this. It's not about your deployment. A lot of things needs to be done that is not even in the front. And if you're serious about this, then we will now know that we're all one and we desire a better nation.
Gumi is doing way too much. There is no one that would listen to the interviews of Gumi and would not come to the conclusion that Gumi is a terrorist sympathizer, if not even a terrorist himself. You know the hideout of these individuals. You are always negotiating on their behalf. You are always soliciting on their behalf. You are doing a lot of things on their behalf. You have their contacts, because from the way he's talking, you will know he knows their hideouts. Every leader, from the way he's talking, every leader of that group, of each terrorist group, he must know them. So if you are not such a person, why would you come out on national television and be saying this thing? You know, the most annoying part of all this is that, you know, the government is not doing anything about it. It is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said here that they use to judge. Look at Gumi. What is he saying? What is he saying? that the government should understand and negotiate, and even telling us that what these people are doing is just to kidnap children for money. And the government feel it's all okay for Gumi to make a statement that it's okay to kidnap children for money. It doesn't matter the kind of trauma, the after effect it leaves on those kids. It leaves effect on adults. How much more kids? Our justice system is so bad, and I love the fact that we have, at least I've seen 2 persons, Oshomole and the son of Verify, question the Nigerian justice system. And truly, it is selective. There is no way you can make it make sense to me that somebody will go and defend himself. In self-defense, the other person that tried to kill him first died. Because if I say die now, nobody for the talk about this thing. That one for them waka go. God run out for him. He was able to overpower and defended himself and ended up killing that person. There's no way you will tell me that that person should go and collect death penalty. You didn't even take into account the number of persons that the person that went to attack him and met his unfortunate demise, the number of persons he has killed, that was not even taken into cognizance. And how long this person must have been committing this crime until he met his Waterloo, that was not even put into consideration. And you say we should not question our justice system. Not question our justice system when we have someone sentenced to life imprisonment on the count of he incited violence, when you cannot even prove that the statement you made was actually what caused the so-called, the NSAS destruction of properties. Make it make sense. You seem to forget that even the police themselves were the people that unleashed terror on the NSAS peaceful protesters. You look at all these things and then you think we should not question our justice system. On the other hand, there is one person you are sure has killed several persons. A terrorist, well known. You gave the person 20 years imprisonment. 20 years. Even if the person gets to appeal, please, there is a law there that the penalty is also and so thing. Not for you. It's that penalty. Not for you to start issuing 15 years or 20 years imprisonment. Now, you get to look at these things and you feel it's not okay to question our justice system. Everything is wrong with our justice system. And that is why, if it's not fixed, there will be problem. I don't even know why we have just 1 or 2 persons calling, talking about our justice system and looking for a way forward. What the right thing should be done according to what the Constitution stipulated. I don't know why we don't have much people giving this as much volume as it should be given. Why? And I feel it's because there are people who feel that, okay, the justice system should remain the way it is, so that it will always favor them. There's a problem. Oh, there's a problem. Wait, may they catch kidnappers again now, and you will see exactly what is going to happen. No, terrorists. Maybe you will still see the same thing happen, play out 20 years, 15 years, 30 years. These things we are seeing like this, it shows how rotten our system is. Kidnappers gaining more ground on daily basis, causing people to live in fear. And we have some foolish people that call themselves governors, leaving what the core essence of leadership is all about, to go and be talking election matter. I swear, Okpebholo are the most useless governor ever, followed by Ododo. If you can have somebody every time talking about 2.5 million votes, is as if he breathes and sleeps 2.5 million votes. Nothing concern within they happen. For me not to have heard anything about the whole Iowa kidnap, and people still complaining about what's going on, the level of insecurity in Edo State. I was even thinking maybe he traveled outside. I don't even know, say, even the country. Yet, he just keep here like say no hear anything. Edo sons and daughters, I don't know how you people will do it though, but there's every need to remove that man. Intelligence and that man No, they the same, no feed the same sentence. They are just like two parallel lines, and they can never meet. Intelligence and Okpebholo can never be in the same sentence. I'm going to show you part of his interview, and then of course how people have reacted to this on social media space before we come back to wrap this up.
Asewaju is even more popular than me here now, because Edo people already know that what I'm doing is because of Asewaju's impact. I'm telling you, you will see the kind of result that will come out from here, because there's no opposition here in Edo. Everybody is for Asewaju here.
Obasaki's people are not for us.
Who is Obasaki's people? Oh, does Obasaki have any man here? Let him come here now. Is Oshomole not on the street here? Oh, let him come.
FS Yusuf saying, are there no better persons in APC from Edo State instead of these disgraceful mediocre? Must APC always go to the bottom of stupidity to pick up a candidate? Have David saying all this grandstanding won't hide the truth. Edo people deserve real leadership, not empty boasts and political vendettas. Popularity isn't earned by shouting the loudest. It's earned by delivering results without leaning on Abuja. And they'll have Lekki Massacre saying, disgrace Oswald, they hear the cap nonsense. Meanwhile, kidnappers they carry out smooth operation on the steady for Edo State. Ibo saying, let me understand something, please. So a journalist went to government house, leaving unnecessary questions about security, economic, education, health, etc. and be asking those stupid questions about elections that is still 2 years ahead. Misplaced priority, I think. And I will have J-Boy saying, at this point, this is the most useless governor in Nigeria now, upon the kidnapping going on in his state. Sylvester saying, welcome to Nigeria, where the primary duty of the governor deserves praises. Flyovers, road construction, etc. is why the state has not thanked Tinubu enough. My Edo people, your governor has spoken over to Una. Obi-Wan is saying, this is what 5,000 naira can buy you in modern day Nigeria. Edo people, next time you want to sell your vote, at least charge more. And then we'll have Kalu saying, is this governor aware of the kidnapping, insecurity in Edo State? What has he done about it? Can any sensible person look at Okpebholo, an intelligent person look at this clown Okpebholo, and conclude that this person is fit to be a commissioner, a local government chairman, how much more a governor? Can any person look at this Okpebholo's interview and conclude that Okpebholo sure do know what leadership is all about? Like, I cannot understand. When INEC gave him the victory in the Edo governorship election, what did he do? A video surfaced of him kneeling down to thank Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I felt embarrassed, but I tried to reason with him, and I said, okay, probably because he understood the role that what's his name, the Tinubu himself played for him to be the Edo governor. But how can you lose touch of, the reality on ground? And you've been going on singing a spray or whatsoever they call it for so long. The only thing you are talking about is flyover. This one, the other one, the other one. Even if you are doing, is that why you should be talking about neglect other areas? Is that why you should neglect other areas? When the people cry that they are killing them, you keep quiet. The next time you do a video and then we'll see you abusing power and then you start talking about 2.5 million votes. I have never seen anywhere this man goes that he doesn't talk about 2.5 million votes. Edo State is for this thing. The only thing that is the core assurance of this individual is there is INEC to help us rig the election. Because that is the only way you will find Tinubu back. That's the only way. Rigging. Now, is Okpebholo trying to tell me that if Tinubu call him today and say, don't do anything, he will just stay and don't do anything? Now, so Imumu rich, is that how stupid and foolish he is? That if they say, move, you move. Stop, you stop. More like you have turned yourself into a cow. Something is definitely wrong with this kind of people. And this kind of individuals, we we don't even supposed to find them anywhere where there's something to read and write. Because this person clearly shows say he no even get brain at all, and for some obvious reason he is not interested in having brain. So for him to go on this rampage every time, show what is it called, APC, Edo for APC, 2.5 million votes, something is wrong with him. He's not okay. He no get family members where they call and they advise him. Doesn't he have? Even other APC governors self, when we know say they show allegiance, they even they go to Tinubu place, they kneel on daily basis, possibly leaving their core duty to be coming to Abuja. We've never even seen them act this way. Kai, Edo people, una do, I really dey feel for una, like seriously, I dey feel for una because una try so hard to make sure say APC no come. I dey feel for una. This is a very shameful display. Ashwaju is even more popular than me. This one, they don't want. Like, are you okay? Are you okay? Every time a governor wants to talk about this, Ashwaju, are you all right? God, I beg you. Hey, we are in this nation until we stand up. Thank you so much. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't also. Click on the notification bell the moment you subscribe. That way you get to know as soon as I publish. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you so much for the immense support. God bless you richly. Do enjoy the rest of the day. See you guys in my other videos.